Strange and terrifying behavior of narcissistic abuse survivors. Have you ever noticed someone whose behavior seems a bit off, but you can't quite pinpoint why? Today, we're diving into the peculiar behaviors exhibited by those who have suffered narcissistic abuse. Such individuals often develop coping mechanisms that may seem strange to others. By the end of this video, you'll gain a deeper understanding of these behaviors, offering you a fresh perspective on how to support those who are struggling. Make sure to watch until the end for a bonus point that sheds a positive light on the subject. This crucial insight will help you comprehend these habits better and reveal the surprising strength forged through these trials. Stick around for it. 1. Heightened alertness. Picture yourself walking through a dark, foreboding forest, your senses heightened to every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs. Now, imagine living in that heightened state of awareness all the time. This is what life can feel like for someone who has endured narcissistic abuse. They are constantly on guard, scanning their environment for any sign of danger or disapproval. This hyper-vigilance is a survival mechanism, a way to navigate the emotional minefields they've encountered. People who have suffered at the hands of narcissists often develop an almost psychic level of awareness to protect themselves. While it may seem exhausting, and indeed, it can be, it also speaks to their incredible resilience. These individuals have adapted, honing their ability to sense and avoid potential threats. This skill, born out of necessity, is now a part of their toolkit for navigating the world and avoiding further pain. The next time you notice someone who seems overly alert, consider that they may be processing past trauma inflicted by a narcissist. Their heightened state of awareness is a testament to their strength and adaptability in the face of adversity. 2. A tendency to please others. Imagine celebrating someone else's birthday every single day, going out of your way to ensure they're happy, constantly asking if they want more cake or if they like the music. This is what life can feel like for those who have spent time around a narcissist. They become people pleasers, consistently prioritizing the needs and happiness of others over their own to maintain peace and avoid conflict. This tendency is a learned defense mechanism, a way to stave off criticism and conflict. Individuals who have endured narcissistic abuse often develop an acute sensitivity to others' emotions and preferences, adjusting their behavior to keep things smooth. But this isn't just about avoiding negativity, it's also a desperate quest for approval. They seek the affirming nod, the thumbs up that tells them they're doing a good job, a validation they've come to crave. However, there's a silver lining. This heightened ability to understand and cater to others' needs can be incredibly valuable, provided they also remember to care for themselves. Finding the right balance is key, ensuring that making others happy doesn't come at the expense of their own well-being. 3. Isolating yourself. Imagine a tortue sans signe danger. It retreats into its shell, a natural defense mechanism. Similarly, people who have weathered the storm of narcissistic abuse often seek solace in isolation, not out of a desire to shun socializing or become hermits, but as a means of self-preservation. This self-imposed isolation is a sanctuary, a place to heal away from potential triggers that might reopen old wounds. For these individuals, isolation is like hitting the reset button, a necessary pause to regroup and mend without the fear of judgment or misunderstanding. The world can feel like a precarious place for those scarred by narcissistic interactions, where seemingly simple social exchanges can feel fraught with peril. It's not just about avoiding further abuse, it's about navigating a life where they often feel like outsiders in their own story, struggling to relate to those who haven't walked the same path. But here's the silver lining: this retreat is not permanent. It's a vital step on their journey to recovery. With time, understanding, and support, they will emerge stronger, ready to engage with the world again. This period of isolation is like a chrysalis stage where transformation occurs, leading to eventual rebirth and the freedom to fly once more. If you found this video helpful so far, please show your support. Your feedback shapes our conversations, so share your thoughts below. Every like, comment, and subscription not only helps our channel grow but also enhances our collective learning experience. Thank you for being a vital part of this discussion. 4. Saying sorry too much. Imagine playing a video game where the rules constantly change, and you never know when you'll trigger a hidden trap. That's what life feels like for someone who has been close to a narcissist. They become experts at avoiding these traps, like the narcissist's anger or criticism, to the point where they start apologizing constantly. Picture it. They're not just saying sorry for spilling a drink or being a minute late. They're apologizing for things beyond their control, like the weather or a delayed pizza delivery. Their sorry button is perpetually pressed. But this over-apologizing is more than just saying sorry. It's a defense mechanism to keep the peace and smooth out any potential conflict before it escalates. It's like they're wearing an invisible shield to deflect any negativity. The first step to breaking this habit is awareness. With support and a touch of humor about their sorry syndrome, they can begin to reset that button and learn when an apology is truly necessary. This transformation helps them regain their sense of self-worth and confidence, allowing them to reserve apologies for when they are genuinely warranted. If you've enjoyed this insight, please show your support. Your feedback shapes our discussions, so share your thoughts below. Every like, comment, and subscription not only helps our channel grow but also enhances our shared journey of learning and healing. Thank you for being an essential part of this conversation. 5. Having trouble making choices. Imagine being unable to choose between vanilla and chocolate ice cream, and now picture feeling that indecision with almost every choice you make, no matter how big or small. For those who have endured narcissistic abuse, this is a slice of their reality. They've been worn down by constant scrutiny, criticism, and disregard for their choices and opinions. Over time, this relentless undermining erodes their confidence, making decision-making a daunting task. It's not about lacking intelligence or capability. It's about having their confidence shattered, leading them to question every move. Picking a movie or choosing what to wear becomes a struggle. Their decision-making compass may be spinning wildly, but this doesn't define who they are. With some support, time, and gentle encouragement, they can begin to reset their internal guidance system and learn to trust themselves again, one small decision at a time. So, if you see someone hesitating over what seems like a simple choice, remember they might be on a journey to rebuild their confidence. Each decision, no matter how trivial, is a step toward reclaiming their freedom and self-assurance. Who knows, over time, they might even become known for their decisive nature, making the tough calls with newfound strength. 6. Being too focused on personal relationships. Ever find yourself replaying a conversation in your head, dissecting every word to decipher hidden meanings? Now, imagine doing that with every interaction, whether it's a casual chat, a text message, or a simple statement. Welcome to the world of those who have been hurt by narcissists. They've become detectives in their own lives, scrutinizing every detail in relationships for potential red flags or hidden messages. It's not about being nosy or overly inquisitive. It's a survival tactic learned from navigating a relationship with a narcissist, where words often didn't match intentions. Their hyper-awareness stems from a desire to regain control and avoid being blindsided again. But this doesn't have to be a permanent state of being. It's possible to lower the magnifying glass and start enjoying interactions without overthinking every detail. The brain can be trained to shift from constant vigilance to appreciating the present moment. It requires time, support, and a hefty dose of self-compassion. With a bit of guidance and understanding, they can learn to set aside the detective's lens and savor the beauty of genuine, unguarded connections. 7. Unusual strength and kindness. Picture the end of a dark, winding tunnel suddenly illuminated by a flash of light. Amidst the tumultuous weather of narcissistic relationships, there are unexpected gifts, resilience, and profound empathy. Imagine navigating an obstacle course and discovering muscles you never knew you had. That's the kind of strength we're talking about here. Yes, those who've endured narcissistic abuse have faced emotional hurricanes, but through this, they've developed a strength akin to a superhero's shield. They possess the remarkable ability to rise, dust themselves off, and continue moving forward even in the face of adversity. This isn't just toughness, it's an unshakable resilience born from surviving turbulent emotional seas. Next is the gift of deep empathy. Having been wounded by misunderstanding and undervaluation, these individuals often develop an extraordinary sensitivity to the emotions of others. They become emotional virtuosos, fluent in the language of the heart, capable of detecting and understanding others' feelings with almost uncanny precision. Thus, while narcissistic abuse is undeniably harrowing, it can also forge individuals into remarkable beings. It acts like a crucible, transforming raw stone into precious metal. Survivors emerge not just intact, but profoundly enhanced, embodying both remarkable strength and deep empathy. That's a plot twist worthy of celebration. To dive deeper into self-protection strategies, explore our 16 ways to shield yourself from narcissism. If you struggle with people-pleasing, check out our video on setting boundaries. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're venturing into some deep, thought-provoking territory. Picture this. A narcissist finally facing the harsh reality that they'd lost it all. Take a moment to let that sink in, and if something resonates with you, consider showing your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing our content with your circle. For an in-depth exploration of narcissism, don't miss my free course, Narcissism 101, Identifying the Signs, Finding Your Way Out, and Starting Fresh. You'll find the link in the description for a treasure trove of insights. Now let's plunge into the chaos that unfolds when a narcissist watches their world crumble. At the core of this awakening, the narcissist, once oblivious to their faults, comes face to face with the painful truth that they've lost something invaluable. You. It's not just about one failed relationship. It's a seismic upheaval in their entire existence as they finally perceive reality for what it truly is. But here's the twist. The havoc of narcissism doesn't end there. Their toxic conduct taints every relationship they touch with manipulation and deceit, ensnaring others in their web of falsehoods and leaving behind a trail of devastation. Perhaps you didn't anticipate it when you first got involved, but as you gain insight, the pieces start falling into place. As the curtain descends on the narcissist's grand charade, their facade crumbles, exposing the fragility lurking beneath the surface. The mirror reflects back a shattered ego, serving as a stark reminder of their mortality amidst the illusion of grandiosity. Amidst the ruins they'd left behind, they confront the spectres of their past misdeeds. Opportunities squandered, bonds severed, lives left in disarray. In the labyrinth of the narcissist's influence, healing isn't a sprint. It's a marathon, demanding relentless perseverance, a readiness to face pain head-on, and a determination to reclaim one's identity. Yet, amidst the wreckage of trust and fractured spirits, forgiveness looms like a distant mirage. Can one truly absolve the architect of their agony, or is forgiveness but a shimmering oasis in the desert of despair? Forgiveness, however, remains a distant horizon. The narcissist's grasp is unyielding, their allure a facade for their malevolent intent. They ensnare unwitting souls with their charm, leaving behind a trail of heartache and dashed hopes. To forgive such betrayal is to deny the truth of their deceit, to snuff out the flames of justice in exchange for hollow redemption. Yet, The narcissist's day of reckoning draws near. Their fragile facade will crumble under the weight of their deception, justice meted out in a poetic twist of fate. But for those still entangled in their web, the scars run deep, and closure remains elusive. For the narcissist, moving on isn't a choice, it's a strategic ploy, a game of chess played with human lives as pawns. They lie in wait, calculating their next move, ready to discard their latest conquest and move on to the next. It's a grotesque masquerade, a twisted performance of manipulation and deceit. In the aftermath, the narcissist leaves behind a legacy of ruin and desolation. Yet within the chaos, a glimmer of hope remains. Hope for renewal, for redemption, for a future unburdened by the shadows of the past. It's a journey fraught with danger, but one that promises great rewards. Ultimately, it's not the narcissist who shapes our destiny, but the resilience we discover in overcoming their influence. Beware their deceptive allure. When a narcissist reminisces about shared moments, it's not born of genuine affection. It's a strategic maneuver to keep you ensnared. To them, you're merely a shiny trinket, a means to inflate their already overinflated ego. If you're navigating a divorce with a narcissistic spouse, brace yourself for a relentless struggle. In their eyes, you're a wellspring of validation, a beacon of empathy that bolsters their sense of self-importance. They'll wage war to maintain their grip on you, prolonging legal battles to retain access to your resources. Let's be real. Narcissists excel at sapping your vitality and stealing years from your life without you even realizing it. They know full well the loss they'll suffer when you break free. Yet to them, you were merely one among many interchangeable suppliers, always replaceable by the next best thing. They may have once deemed you special, but only as long as you served their needs. Your love and loyalty were twisted into tools for manipulation. Even as they discard you, they'll inevitably return, seeking to reclaim their former dominance. But don't be swayed by their false contrition or promises of change. It's all a facade, a ploy to ensnare you once more in their web of lies. They'll never truly own up to their mistakes or offer a genuine apology. In their eyes, you're perpetually in the wrong. How many times did they promise change, only to revert to their old ways? How often did their apologies fall flat, lacking any true remorse? You invested your heart and soul into the relationship, only for them to greedily consume it, leaving you drained and empty-handed. So when they come knocking, pleading for another chance, remember, their words are hollow, their pledge is meaningless. Don't allow yourself to be sucked back into their cycle of manipulation and agony. You deserve more than to be a mere pawn in their twisted game. Let's unpack this. In the beginning, the relationship raced forward at breakneck speed. The narcissist eagerly ensnared you in their intricate web of manipulation, showering you with affection and attention. But as time wore on, their responses slowed, leaving you puzzled and doubting their intentions. Did they lose interest? Were they juggling other sources of validation? The truth remains elusive, but one thing's certain: if it seems too good to be true, it likely is. Once they had you entangled, the manipulative tactics kicked into high gear. They knew precisely how to push your buttons, keeping you hanging on their every word. You found yourself eagerly awaiting their messages, only to receive curt replies or worse, silence. Meanwhile, they were engaging in lively conversations with others, making you feel sidelined and insignificant. The reason is simple. They'd already moved on to their next conquest, repeating the cycle of manipulation and exploitation with a fresh target. But eventually, reality catches up with the narcissist. Their toxic behavior fractures relationships with family, colleagues, and friends. The meticulously crafted facade begins to crumble, revealing the ugliness beneath. In the realm of long-term friendships, what appears as genuine connection often reveals itself as a facade, a tool for the narcissist's self-serving agenda. Yet, many remain blind to the truth of the narcissist's nature. Some fear facing reality head-on, while others simply haven't spent enough time to glimpse the darker depths of their character. The abuse transpires behind closed doors, shielded from prying eyes, allowing the narcissist to unleash their cruelty without restraint. In public, they don the mask of charm and amiability, preserving their meticulously crafted image. But behind closed doors, their true colors emerge, using you as a canvas for their emotional, spiritual, and financial exploitation. So heed the signs, trust your intuition, and see beyond their facade. The narcissist's true essence will inevitably be laid bare, leaving behind a trail of fractured bonds and shattered illusions. Let me share a truth. The narcissist may realize they've erred with you. Yet, they'll never admit it, shackled by their delusions of superiority. They were fully cognizant of your worth, yet they treated you as expendable, discarding you at whim. But here's the kicker. You've emerged from the chaos stronger than ever, embodying the best version of yourself. It's game over for the narcissist now. While you thrive, they continue wreaking havoc with their toxic ways. Deep down, they'll acknowledge their loss, for they know they've been defeated, while you stand victorious. So stand your ground, remain authentic, and trust in your resilience. You're not navigating this journey alone. And until we cross paths again, let the voyage of healing begin. Huge shout out to all my new followers and the long-time supporters. It's truly an honor to have each of you here today. You're all champions in your own unique ways. Today, let's delve into the profound impact of choosing to disconnect from toxic influences. We're diving into the realm of narcissistic abuse, where individuals stagnate in their personal growth and actively hinder yours. You might have encountered such people, those who stunt your progress in order to overshadow your brilliance and diminish your presence. The paradox of egotistical abuse lies in its intention to transform us for the better, despite its profound harm. Many of us who've endured this ordeal harbor an innate resilience. Yet, it often takes enduring abuse to realize the strength within and fully embrace the journey towards self-discovery. Walking away, even amidst immense pain, showcases our greatest fortitude. Though it's daunting, breaking free from toxic familial ties, relationships, or complex situations marks a pivotal moment leading toward our liberation. When we muster the courage to depart, we shed the moral shackles imposed upon us by these individuals. Consider the selfish family members who've cast shadows over your life. They've been the sources of turmoil and misfortune. Recognize that engaging with a narcissist is akin to entering a mental battleground. This is a fight not to be underestimated. Remember, prioritizing your mental well-being and severing ties with toxic influences isn't selfish. It's an act of self-preservation and empowerment. So, embrace your strength and don't hesitate to walk away from anything that dims your light and stifles your growth. Within you lies a vast reservoir of power. The question remains, will you wield it to break free? Departing from someone with whom you share a profound bond is undeniably daunting. It's akin to parting ways with a cherished child you've nurtured. Yet, amidst the overwhelming guilt, it's crucial to recognize that this step is imperative for preserving your own well-being. It's widely acknowledged that the entrance of a narcissist into your life isn't a stroke of divine intervention. Rather, they serve as formidable trials that fortify our inner strength. Those with narcissistic tendencies are believed to cross our paths with purpose, regardless of the depth of our connection. Their presence isn't arbitrary, it's part of a grander scheme. Understanding this truth is paramount, for the longer they linger in our lives, the greater their influence over our trajectory, choices, and future becomes. You wield immense power, and it emanates from your ability to disconnect. Liberation lies in reclaiming your autonomy and seizing control of your destiny anew. Choosing not to engage with those who bring toxicity into your life transcends mere self-preservation. It serves as your lifeline. It's the pivotal action needed to thwart the detrimental effects of narcissistic abuse. The impact of narcissistic abuse can be profound, stripping away our aspirations and corroding the essence of our being. It robs us of our unique talents and blessings, leaving behind a trail of sorrow, stress, and anguish. This anguish is exacerbated when inflicted by those who profess love and support, those who should be our pillars of solace and encouragement. This inner conflict can leave us feeling adrift and bewildered, turning our lives into a chaotic reflection of our internal turmoil. In the presence of narcissists, our struggles may be belittled, our flaws mocked, and our vulnerabilities exploited. Yet, it is amidst this very chaos that we must recognize our inherent strength. The ability to detach is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your resilience. You alone hold the reins of your life. Despite the narcissist's attempts to manipulate and control, seeking to deprive you of joy and contentment, their efforts may inadvertently unleash your inner fortitude. I like to think of this as tapping into your beast mode. Embracing the power to disconnect and walk away is no easy feat, particularly when your safety is at stake. But with each stride forward, the path becomes clearer. As you grow stronger and wiser, previously unimaginable victories and opportunities may materialize. Shedding the shackles of negativity paves the way for a brighter existence. My inner radiance has flourished, and much of this positive transformation stems from my decision to unplug. When you reach that pivotal moment, you realize that enough is enough. Refusing to tolerate further mistreatment, you sever ties with narcissists, reclaiming your autonomy. This single act of defiance is potent enough to liberate you, safeguarding your well-being. Sometimes, when life feels like an uphill battle, it's because a narcissist is pulling the strings. Trust me, the psychological warfare is real. That's precisely why it's imperative to step back and disengage, to reclaim your life and reclaim your spirit. Here's the unalterable truth, my friends. The power to change lies within you. Having the ability to detach and take a break empowers us immensely. It's about taking charge of our lives, propelling ourselves forward, severing ties with the past, and turning a blind eye to negativity. This could entail changing phone numbers, relocating, blocking individuals, or simply disregarding those who seek to disrupt our peace. The power to enact these changes lies within us, and it's imperative that we wield it. In the company of a narcissist, we're often viewed as playthings, mere pawns in their game. By disconnecting, stepping away, and standing resolute in our decisions, we assert our worth and demonstrate that we're not to be trifled with. It's crucial to acknowledge the extent of the harm they've inflicted. Will you fully embrace the power of your choice to disconnect? Will you confront the truth head-on and accept it for what it is? Ascension signifies that life should ascend after its onset. By bravely severing ties with those who've caused you pain, no matter the difficulty or duration, you pave the way for a future brimming with happiness, tranquility, and fulfillment. Many of you stand on the brink of making this decision, teetering on the edge of cutting all cords. You're on the verge of breaking free from the narcissist's grasp. Pay close attention to how this choice will rescue you and usher in positive changes, because you possess the strength to break away. These blessings will hold significant meaning, showcasing the profound power of reclaiming your autonomy and stepping into the brilliance of your own destiny. When you disconnect from someone, you owe them no explanation. It's about prioritizing your well-being, following through on that commitment, and then embarking on extraordinary endeavors in your life. When you disconnect, it's not about how they react or what repercussions they face. They are accountable for their emotions due to their narcissistic tendencies. It's not your burden to bear. You've reached a point where you no longer want to bear the emotional burden of a relationship with that parent, spouse, or overbearing boss. You make a decisive choice without second-guessing. Like the narcissistic neighbor you opt to steer clear of, they fade into insignificance because you no longer invest any care in them. Even your friend, recognized as a narcissist, should be temporarily cut off from your life. It's time to sever weak ties forged with others, built on hollow expressions of affection like, "I love you," "I need you," or "You're the best thing that's ever happened to me." If you're dealing with a master manipulator, these words are often nothing but falsehoods, regardless of their role, be it spouse, lover, or friend. Their presence only brings turmoil and distress. Reclaim your strength and liberate yourself with resolute determination. There's no need to harbor guilt for preserving your time and energy. You've already invested enough in salvaging the relationship. Now, your primary commitment is to yourself, to discover serenity and joy, to revel in authentic affection, and to savor moments of solitude devoid of manipulation and deceit. Disconnecting isn't merely about forging ahead. It's about catapulting yourself towards a brighter tomorrow. Focus on your personal evolution, not theirs. Embrace solitude, cultivate self-nurturing, and perceive disengagement as an affirmation of self-value. Prioritize your well-being, safeguard your health, and pave the path toward a luminous future. That's where your genuine power resides. The act of separation wields immense potency. They've earned the repercussions through their actions. Don't hesitate to take this pivotal stride. Breaking ties with those who sow negativity in your life is an incredibly empowering choice. The fortitude you garner from removing those who detract from your journey knows no bounds. To disconnect is to prioritize your well-being, cherish self-love, and honor your life. Sending heaps of love and light your way, my dear companions. Keep progressing and thriving. You've got this, and know that I stand beside you in spirit. Together, we are shedding ties with those who no longer serve us. We've severed communication, and will continue to do so, because it's what's best for us. For those navigating the dating scene, refuse to tolerate deceit or disrespect. The moment you feel undervalued, sever ties without hesitation. Disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. This is what sets you apart. Surround yourself with those who uplift and propel you forward. The world is brimming with beauty, opportunity, and abundance. You deserve far more than what you've endured. The contribution of these narcissists is negligible. Learn to disengage from their influence, recognize the strength it imbues within you, and embrace it. We'll reconvene soon. If our conversation has bolstered your resolve, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, spread this message to others who may benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more empowering content. Your support encourages everyone in our community to grow stronger together. Take care until we meet again.